else lost is just the price we pay for a little clarity. Find out who you're supposed to be. Never will I throw in the towel. Never to someone will I bow. This life is worth things living, even if you don't know how. I break it down and go throw it out. To scream about it, bury the doubt. The choices that we make are chances that we take. Bad mistake, or the chance for something great. I guess it must be up to fate. We never see some clearer times when we wanna see, so we believe what we wanna believe. But show me just what I'm searching for. A priceless living, how can I afford? Help me to accept all who I can't change. Guide me in my heart with respects to my brain. But please, please, don't let the same mistakes happen again. I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser. When it comes to calling shots, I'm still an overanalyzer. Try me and don't go out, hit some thoughts in the brain. Hope you don't go insane. It's to the point, I need more than a joint to clear my head from all the bullshit that I found. Soon come the day when all else lost is just the price we pay for a little clarity. Find out who you're supposed to be. I need more than a joint to clear my head from all the bullshit that I found.
The guy I talked to.
It's to the point. I need more than a joint to clear my head from all the bullshit that I found.
Yes. Hello. Welcome to Acute Mania Live. I have Higher Vibrations with me tonight. Vibrations. It's plural.
No, it is just one.
Oh, is it vibration?
Yeah, just because I have to specify
is.
that because there is a one on Spotify that does have the S at the end.
But they're not
So
as
there's
cool.
that legal distinction, you know.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's
so you can
that's
access
true. But you're the better one, right? You're not the
The other one hasn't made music in a very long amount of time.
They
So
broke up a long time ago. Yeah, they broke up with
That's
the
our
first band.
assumption.
something happened.
We'll go with
But
that.
welcome to the show, guys. It's nice to have you on. I always say I don't know how I get in contact with people to be on the show. I've never met you guys. I know you're from Erie, so it's got to be the Erie tie with Amavasia and them. It has to be that. So it's cool the way Instagram works like that.
Yeah, right.
But my last show was Eon of Awareness out of Germany, and that was a fun show. Pear it's Pear or Pierre or something like that. He was on. He's the guitar player and writes most of the songs. And I actually did pretty good with German. Like, I mean, he didn't speak it, but I was trying to pronounce certain words and things, and I did pretty good. I think I did good. He said I did, so I don't know. But he was funny. It was a good time. We had a really good time, and they actually just posted one of their songs, their drum playthrough up on YouTube. So check that out.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool. I mean, the drum set's massive. Like he's one of those dudes that has 2 bass drums for his double bass. So
Oh man,
yeah, so that's pretty awesome.
go back to the sound.
Anyhow, so thanks to him for joining me from Germany. That was my first ever Germany guest. I've had 3 in Finland. And I've had Germany and Brazil and Canada and stuff. But I'm getting ready to have my 3rd in UK on Sunday. Chalk Hands.
Nice.
Very nice.
Friggin'
That'll be
international here.
Yes, I'm huge in Finland. I hear
They love
That's
Finland.
that's where some good death metal comes out of.
Yeah, they know
there's some
their
good
music
music all around. It comes out of Finland. Like it's
For sure.
it's crazy too. Like they don't care about anything.
You can
It's
never go wrong with all those Scandinavian bands.
Oh, I know.
Mhm.
And like, I've been talking to. You ever heard of a band called Alt? ALLT? They're from Sweden.
I think I've heard of them.
They're
before,
getting pretty
actually.
big, so they'll probably just pass me up and be like, "We don't have time for you." So, but they said they were interested. But you know,
Couldn't hurt to give it a shot. You
I know. I mean, it's America. I mean, give me a shot.
I took 3 classes of German, and I can't count past 10 or say anything other than like "good morning."
Well, you
Just throwing that in there. So
I
remember
I knew
is
how to say Leipzig,
thunder
which
shit.
was where he lives, is in Leipzig. So I knew how to kind of say that. But
Word.
he, you know, he'll do the you know, you got to add like a tongue roll or whatever. But
Mhm.
but I guess Leipzig is
Laos
not that.
saved
It's
my
just
life.
Leipzig. So I was actually shocked with my German potential.
That's really cool.
I thought about getting a because he said he doesn't speak it fluently over there. You know, he just he knows how to read it and write it. And you know, we emailed back and forth. So I don't know whether that was translated when it got to me or not. But but he was worried about not being able to communicate. So I was like, well, we'll just jump on about 20 minutes early, and if we can't understand each
figure
other,
it
then we know. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we know. So, but no, I was like, dude, we can, because he didn't want to go live. He wanted to pre-record it and, you know, upload it later. But I, you know, meeting him on Zoom and everything, I was like, dude, this we'll be fine. They'll understand you. So,
Mhm.
so I talked him into it, and we did
That's
it.
good.
So that was fun. Good times. So, are you guys out of the snow weather yet, or is it still snowing up your way? Because I know Erie's
I hope
just
so.
it was awful when I was
hope
up there.
it's done.
I never know.
It
I
was-
really don't ever know.
The weather
It'll
was
be
so
like 60
shitty
degrees
when I was up
today,
there.
and then tomorrow will be like 20 and blizzard.
It's nice
And the
today,
day
though.
after that,
Well,
sunny
when we
again.
came up, me and my buddy Rob came up to the Amavachi show. It was we stayed right there on the where the was it the harbor or whatever, right there on the
Yeah, the
waterfront?
Bayfront area.
Yeah, we stayed in the Marriott there, and
okay.
That's like
so we were like right on the freaking lake, you know, like right on.
yeah.
So
That's
Actually
like
not far
that's
from
literally
where
like
I
a
live.
half a mile, not even from my house. Like I
Really?
live right where like the Bayfront line is too. It's really
Oh, yeah.
cold because the water's right there.
It is windy.
I'm sure it's nice in the summertime. I like to go back. I like to come
it's
back
beautiful.
when it's
Oh,
warm, you know,
beautiful.
and
Oh,
get out and
that's
do
awesome.
something. But when we got there, it wasn't. It was nighttime, so you know we just went to sleep. You know, there wasn't anything going on. So the next day is when it really whipped up. Like I thought, you know, okay, you know like the Weather Channel guys, when there's a hurricane like down in Florida or whatever, they'll stand in it. Like while it's coming on shore, that's what it
Power
freaking
to
looked
'em.
like.
Check it
I
out.
was looking because we were up on like the 5th floor or something, and I was watching the waves coming in, you know, crashing into the side of the freaking whatever that, you know, and I thought I was like Rob, I don't know if we're supposed to evacuate or what. I mean, the waves, just massive waves.
Oh,
And
it's
it
pretty
did
normal.
that. It did
It's-
that all day
it's
Saturday and all day
beautiful.
Sunday, and we left Sunday. We left Sunday night or Sunday. I don't know, sometime on Sunday. But it did that, and you couldn't even walk outside. You'd have to walk sideways. It was horrible.
Waddle like a penguin, man.
I mean,
It's really
it's not
beautiful
like
in
that
the
all the
winter.
time, right? Like windy as hell. I mean, it was windy, like really bad.
It's
When
not
it's-
constantly that bad, but it is quite often. It's pretty
But
Especially
it's gotta
down
be
there.
nice in the summer. It's got to be nice in the summer. I mean,
Oh, it gets hot.
do people swim in that lake?
oh yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
But not when it's
my-
cold, right?
I don't
Nah.
know.
My dad has a boat. We usually go swimming in like the Bay Area
Oh yeah.
and stuff. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
Does it get
And there's
choppy like the
beaches
ocean?
too.
You think it would get choppy, kind of like the ocean does?
The waves aren't as big.
No.
They're a bit mellow
It can be.
on most days.
It can be choppy if it's like thunderstorming and stuff.
You guys do water sports like skiing and kneeboarding and things?
Not often, no.
mean,
It sounds
can you,
fun.
though?
I mean,
Can
I'd
you?
be down to try all of
It
them.
does sound
Yeah.
fun though.
Well, just
Yeah,
hit your
in fact,
ride.
They,
so,
they,
you know,
they
in the
rent
summer, just
kayaks like
stand on the
right
shore
next
and
to
go
where
like
you're
this,
at.
and somebody will pick you up and ski you. I'm sure.
I really want to try like that thing where you like sit on the parachute and you go behind the boat. I don't know what that's called.
the parasail. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that up there. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, we,
Or
do,
s-
we do see it time to time, like people doing that in the bay.
Wave them down, man. Wave them down.
Yo, can I try that, bro? Show
I'm
me
in
how
a
to do
band. I'm in a band. I'm entitled.
it.
Tell them you're entitled. And you
No,
can
I've
tell
seen
them
We'll
your
give you a
last
shout out
name
on
too.
Instagram.
And you can tell them your last name, and then you'll definitely get it right.
Facebook business card.
I don't know what
I've got to go ahead and bring it up though. Okay, his last name is Sloppy. Okay,
Nice.
and I when I saw it in your bio that you sent me in the email, I was like, that it can't be. That's just his nickname or something. But then you guys had like actual names. But we were talking before we went live here, and that is his last name is Sloppy, and that's badass.
He's legitimate sloppy.
Is legitimate
That is
badass.
quite
I
the
mean,
fact.
like you should get in the front of every line in every VIP thing. You're good.
It's like a little name tag says Mr. Sloppy VIP.
Yeah, no, like a big T-shirt, a T-shirt that just says it really big on it, like Mr. Sloppy. You know, I am Mr.
Tell them
Sloppy.
about Ailstorm.
So so funny story on that. So like,
I don't believe the Ellis Island story that you told me, but if you want to go with it, I'll play along. I'll play along.
So like 5 years ago or so,
Something like that.
we were contacted by a band called Ailstorm.
Not Hailstorm.
Ailstorm with an A, not an H. Like
Okay,
Ale
yeah,
as in the drink, Ailstorm. And they're
That
a
would've been
pirate-themed band from like Scotland, and
They're
Like over
pirate
that
themed.
area.
Is that like
they're
Pirate?
like pirate metal.
look
Look them up if you don't believe me.
I've heard of Viking metal, but not pirate metal. But okay.
Oh, that's a thing. It's a thing. You better believe it.
I believe you there.
And they're really popular, and they're playing at the Cleveland Agora. Are you familiar with that venue?
Not no.
It's like one of the bigger venues in Cleveland, Ohio, and they messaged me and we were like, "Hey, is that your actual last name?" Out of the blue, and I explained to them that my like generations ago, my last name was originally called Schliebig. It was German. And
That almost
my
sounds
ancestors
fake
came
too,
from
though.
Germany.
Almost.
Liebig.
And at Ellis Island, they got punked. They got punked hardcore, and the people at the front desk switched it to
At the
sloppy.
front desk, they didn't have a front desk on Ellis Island. You mean the
They're
front
like, "Who is
statue?
this guy?"
The front desk of the
Damn.
United States.
Yeah, the first door to your
And,
left.
There you go. And hundreds of years later, no one's changed it. No one gives half a hoot. So
That's
it continues to be sloppy. I'm not changing it. I mean, I think. It's
no, I don't think you
It's-
shouldn't. Definitely not. No.
He had his
It'd be-
first
it'd been
beer
awesome if
with
you would've been like-
Ailstorm.
If you would have ended up being a doctor, you'd be like Dr. Sloppy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly right. Like that just
Like a
sounds nice on
gynecologist.
paper.
You could be a gynecologist.
No.
So I explained this to the band, and they were like, "Wow, that's just freaking incredible."
That is incredible. I mean, just the last name, like we don't even need the story. Just
Yeah.
you having that as a real last name is incredible. You know,
And they got such a laugh out of it. They thought it was so great that they invited us to come hang out with them at their Cleveland date.
just because of your last name.
And yeah, just because of my last name.
That's
But
awesome.
coincidentally, the week prior, we just like landed on that same bill with them, and they didn't even know it. And like a friend of ours who was playing, their band jumped off for some reason, and they were like, "We need someone to fill in," and they're just like, "Ooh, we'll do it." So they
Yeah.
just threw us on. And by
That's
the way, we were a death metal band at the time, so this was a bit
Pirate
of
metal.
a
I've never
This
heard of
is- it
pirate
kinda
metal.
fit.
Yeah. What are they called? Ailstorm.
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 They're from where?
TRM. Like Scotland.
Oh, okay. They're not from.
Uh,
okay.
No, they're from
These
overseas,
parts.
like UK.
Last time I was in Cleveland, we went. It was like a high school field trip to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in like when it first opened. So there was like nothing there. We were bored to tears because there was nothing in there. You know, they just. I mean, there was still dirt around the building because they just built it. It just opened.
Oh, it's
It was-
pretty nice now. There's a lot of
I'd
stuff
like to
now.
come up now and go to it because you know there's stuff to look at. You know, there was like
a lot of stuff.
like at one Elvis costume or wardrobe, something from his wardrobe. There was like one of those and like an Aerosmith guitar. I mean, there really wasn't anything to look at. It was kind of. I'm like, well, why would you take us here? But we went to. We did get to go to not Six Flags. What's it called? The amusement park.
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point, Sandusky. Yeah. We did do that. So that was fun. But I kind of want Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Hell yeah, let's go. But there was nothing.
Here's a fun fact
They got,
about the Rock and Roll Museum there. This is really cool to know, is that if you're a band on tour and you can prove that you're on tour to like the management there,
Mhm.
your admission is free.
Wow.
You do not have to pay to get in.
What if any bands do that? You'd think they
Yeah, I
would.
don't know. I think it's like a if you know, you know. So
Oh yeah. Well, just post it all over social media.
yeah, exactly. Spread the word.
Hey,
Yeah,
do
well,
you,
this
you guys want
further.
to play a song real quick? And
yeah.
I think we were talking about earlier to play 2 in a row, but just go to play 1. That way people can kind of get the feel of what you guys are about.
Sure thing.
You guys are strictly reggae, right? I mean, is that how? Is the only way that you want to, or that you portray your music?
No, I'd say reggae mixed with like metal and rock music.
Yeah.
I mean, this version just acoustic, so you only get the reggae version in this
The
set.
campfire
But yeah, in like the full studio version and like the live version with like the electric guitars and everything.
Which one is this one?
This song's Going Home. We just released this one a few weeks ago.
Really good song. I like it. Yeah, this is the one that people that are on Instagram that I used on the posts on the stories.
Yep. I'm gonna mute this for a second so you don't hear it loud.
Cool. I'll give you guys the. I'll mute my microphone and I'll give you guys the floor.
If anything needs turned down, just let me know. All right. Well, the journey's been hard and the road's been long. Meeting myself through the writing of my songs. Facing my fears I've been sitting with for years. Writing my story as I wipe away the tears. No more secrets, just being who I am. Stepping out my mind and I'm one with the land. And the air that I breathe like a drop in the sea. Flying with the breeze as it blows through the trees. Hey! I had to learn to live before I fly. Love myself through laughs and cries. Let go with the flow and I'll never know I'm going home. Had to live a lie to see the truth. Trade the old for something new. See the world from a different view. I'm going home. I'm going home. Pretending won't bring you the blessings that you need to fulfill all your desires and to make you feel free. Seeking out your truth, you got to listen to your heart. Make a new start, create a new art. Don't gotta fake it to make it. You got one life, so don't waste it. The chances there, no, go take it. Now you're the artist, create it. Don't gotta move how they move. Ain't got nothing to lose when you walk your own road. Never bend to their rules, no. Learn to live before I fly. Love myself through laughs and cries. Let go with the flow and I'll never know I'm going home. Had to live a lie to see the truth. Trade the old for something new. See the world from a different view. I'm going home. I'm going home. Hey. So yeah, that one was Going Home.
Yes.
It's on Spotify and everything.
like
It's
that
mostly
one.
about just, self-acceptance and doing what the fuck you want to do with your life.
And then going the hell home. You know.
And yeah, making yourself feel as at home while you're alive and shit as you can and stuff like that.
Now you guys were in other bands before you formed High Vibration, right? Like, or explain that. I mean, I read your bio, but I didn't post it for anybody.
Yeah. So me and Derek kind of started the band together in I was in sophomore year of high school. He was in 9th grade. I was in 10th grade. And originally I was like, "You want to be the drummer for a band I'm trying to start?" And he was like, "Not really, but do you want to join my band?" And I joined his band, and then they broke up the minute I joined.
Wasn't your fault, I'm sure.
Maybe, I don't know. It was meant to be, because then he was like, "Okay, I guess I'm your drummer now." And then we went through a bunch of different lineups and stuff with that under the name Primal Scream Therapy. It was just like,
That's a heck of a name.
yeah.
Why didn't you go with Mr. Sloppy? I'm telling you. Or Dr. Sloppy.
Sloppy and Friends.
Floppy
So
print, yeah, it'd be a kids show.
that was like thrash / death metal, and then eventually that switched over to Human Delusion, and a few more members left, and then Jake joined.
Yeah, and at that point we're like melodic death metal.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
kind of
right,
starting to get
like
more
songs and
experimental and stuff. And then you know, the more we hung out together, like the more it was just like this lineup just kind of stayed, and we grew closer together and stuff through, like, we all loved reggae music. He's been listening to it since he was younger than I
Way
am.
before- way
Uh,
before you knew us.
longer than I've probably been alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were all getting into it a lot, and I was like, man, I really want to write this kind of music and stuff. And you
There's a lot
know,
of hesitation because we're like, oh man, everyone knows us as like a death metal.
yeah,
band.
that was
Yeah.
really kind of
We
like a
have so much momentum as a death metal.
But
band.
also, everybody does, you know, everybody does metal. I mean, there's a lot more metal bands than there is reggae bands. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
it was kind of like, oh my god, I hope people don't like think we're like, I don't know, selling out or some shit, because it was like, so
I
different.
mean, I never heard what you did previously, but I mean, I think this is working personally. I mean, I love
thank
it.
you.
I love that. I love this style of music. I mean, it's not my go-to. I mean, my go-to is metal, yeah. But you know, but I listen to anything, and well, for the most part. But you know, like it's good, and it's not sad. It's not. I mean, regardless of the lyrics, it puts me in a good mood. Like sit on the porch, grilling out
Trying to
Caribbean
uplift,
jerk chicken,
you know?
something like that. You know.
Yeah. I just think that's crucial in like the kind of crazy world we live in right now too. Is like, just gotta hopefully give some people that space to just relax and enjoy life, even if
Yeah.
it's like going fucking crazy and whatever, you know.
Exactly. How did
So-
you guys do? How did you guys fare over the when everything was closed? And you
I quit the band for a second. I started to hate music.
Yeah,
I was
kinda
questioning a
enjoyed
lot of
it.
shit, like if I was ever gonna play music again and
Oh, it's
stuff.
horrible. I mean, or even walk
was rough.
outside normally. Yeah, I mean, gosh, it was
Because
awful.
we had like our first tour planned. We had like
Oh, so you guys were
so
getting
much
ready to
stuff
go
ready.
somewhere
We
then.
were
Yeah.
ready to go hard that summer,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and all that got erased, all that work, and we're just like, now we have to restart. But
Yeah,
then
I
at
mean,
the
there were
same time, we
several
also
bands that were, like-
started, switching genres during
Yeah.
that long break.
I mean, several
Yeah.
were several. At least I've talked to. You know, I'd say about 80% of them were ready to either go on tour like you guys, or they had just got done with their album and just getting ready to push it out, and then schedule a tour. But I mean, it just seems like because springtime's when people, well, around here, you know, is when you go on the road because you can't, you know, you don't have to worry about the weather as much. But, but yeah, I mean, it pretty much screwed everybody. I mean, even people in the, you know, in the warmer climates, you know, they were getting ready. It seems like springtime is the time that people, you know, are going to release something or starting to tour.
Yeah. It's easier to drive when it's not icy roads.
Yeah, it's more fun to drive. No, not really. It's not really more.
Not when
it
you're
is.
carrying thousands of dollars of
No,
gear.
no. If you're just by yourself and just bored, but yeah.
And then you're going to places like Pittsburgh. The roads there, oh my goodness.
Well, if
Oh,
from
yeah.
Erie to
In the
Pittsburgh
winter.
would be a rough drive, just in the wintertime. I mean, you know.
Sliding so much down those hills with a trailer behind
Yeah.
you. It's not a
Well, then you
Not
just
a
got to
fun
get a
thing.
van that can carry everything. You don't have to carry a trailer, you know, or to pull a trailer. Just
yeah, there we go.
in a
Yeah, if it
perfect
wasn't for
world.
if it wasn't for the world shutting down, this band wouldn't exist the way it does exist, though, because that time away from everything got, at least for me, made me a lot more introspective and really made me reprioritize like what I want to do with my life and how I'm going to do it, and gave me that space to, instead of like preparing for like tours and practicing constantly, like, okay, like mindset of like marketing and legal stuff and
Yeah.
learning how to kind of like further
the music
this
industry
it
and how
realistically,
works.
you know what I mean, to make it
Yeah.
work.
Instead of
And also-
up and going on the road and just doing that.
Yeah,
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 It's no longer
Going for
okay.
it.
Here's a show practice. Here's a show practice. Here's a show practice.
Yeah.
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 The focus is entirely elsewhere because all that's out of the picture now.
So did you kind of do like a hiatus once like the first I guess March of 19, I guess it was, right?
Yeah.
Did you
We-
kinda
we
take
were
a
in
hiatus?
denial at
we
first.
really struggled to keep any relevancy online. We tried our own podcast. We tried like
I did. I tried my own podcast.
live streams every
Yours
night.
worked though.
Well, I don't even know how it worked, but it just, I don't know. It's fun.
It can be. It is fun. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I like to do things different than other people. You know, like everybody does an audio podcast, and it's pre-recorded, and that's no fun. I mean, chances are I'm not going to go. I mean, I'll go listen to some of it, but not all of it, unless it's something that really interests me. And there's things out there for anything. I mean, anything. Like, have you ever looked on like I have Apple Podcasts, but like, you know, on every service, you can just search for like drums or a certain kind of drum, and there's a whole podcast about it. Like, I don't know how they don't like run out of things to talk about. You would think that they would, you know, because it's like it's almost scripted when it's pre-recorded. You know, it's like everything's perfect. This show is far from perfect, dude. It's like I've tripped over things, like the tripod with the camera on it many times.
Yeah, makes it more human.
It does. I mean, the production quality sucks, but you know, I'm not making any money, so got to do something. But everybody's always like, why don't you do why don't you get on one of those hosting sites? Well, I could, but a lot of them don't you know, they don't have any packages for video. They do now, but they didn't before, and they don't do anything live. You know, so I'm out. I'll start my own service. Yeah, stick it to the
There you
man.
go.
Stick it to
Make
the
a lot of
man.
money. Make money that way. Host
Well,
everyone.
somehow I don't know. There's always selling candy bars door to door. Fundraising. Did you guys do that as kids?
Yeah, I got in trouble for it because I was a bad kid and I took money out of the fucking fundraiser.
Oh, you didn't
thing.
take the candy bars. You took the money.
Yeah.
Well, technically,
My
I
parents
took-
found out
I
I
took
got
the candy.
grounded for like 2 months or something like that. Bad move.
No, yeah, I never did that. I just never paid for them. I just took the candy bars. Then there was no, you know, I guess there was money missing, but there wasn't because I don't know. When
I
you guys
didn't
were-
understand how it worked at that
Rolling
time. I was just like, oh,
Oh
money?
yeah,
Okay.
and nobody knew what you were fundraising for anyway. I mean, we got to
That's
go to
true.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that had like 2 things in it. I don't think we sold candy bars for that though. We might have. I don't know. I really don't remember. When you guys were playing your song, I spilled my drink all over the desk. That's what I was.
Nothing.
That's why I turned the
hopefully
camera off.
none
I
of
was like, well, this is not good.
I hope
but I
none of
got
the mixing stuff got or anything. None of the important stuff got
I
wet.
was trying to transfer from cup to cup, and it doesn't have a spout. You know how that is, and it didn't. I knew it wasn't going to work as soon as I started pouring, and it definitely didn't work.
Yeah.
All
I
over
hope
the
everything, all the technology's all good.
Have you guys done tours though? Like before the crap shoot that happened?
no, it was the one we were playing was gonna be our first one.
Mhm. It was a real kick in the nuts.
Now, do you-
For sure.
But now, like, are you out playing now?
We're about to be. We're finally getting back on our feet with shows and getting like our live show together. Because a lot of the once the pandemic hit, like we had a whole album written under like the name Human Delusion, but
Was it reggae?
No, well, kinda. It was like
like
metal, but
almost.
like psychedelic and experimental. There was
Oh.
reggae in it, but that wasn't like the main thing.
Mhm.
And over the pandemic, it was just like, you know, this music's cool. It sounds cool, but it ultimately wasn't something that our hearts were in. Like we didn't feel like we could see ourselves playing any of these songs like years down the road.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Plus, there was the lineup that we wrote that helped write all those songs that we wrote. Stepped away, so like it was just us, and we were like, okay.
I wasn't the vocalist before this rendition of the band. So like this is a whole
Yeah,
new thing for
so it's
me
like
too.
The songs weren't us,
Yeah.
you know.
Right, yeah.
It's like it wasn't all from us.
So we basically over
Felt genuine.
the pandemic, we basically rewrote an entire album from there.
Start over.
So yeah, we basically are restarting right now. So we're finally getting it to the point where it's like, okay, we're recording our rehearsals, listening back and getting to the point like, okay, I like how we're sounding tighter and tighter. Now
Now,
we can
did
kind
it
of
did it like
focus on
evolve
shows.
like out of the what was the name of the Human Delusion? Did it kind of it wasn't a drastic change like, okay, well that was that and let's do reggae now. Did
No,
it happen like that, or was it just kind of blended into like the reggae sound? Like Like
It was
now.
there was a point where it was like blending and blending and blending, and it got to the point where it's just like I want to include more of this of reggae in the music because I listen to it all the time. It feels more genuine to be playing this music than constantly like focusing on trying to write something heavy, because I think that's what people already think or know us for. It's like no one knows anymore because the pandemic happened and we lost all the traction, so fuck it, let's do it, you know.
Do whatever you want at that point.
But yeah, so it was a drastic, it was like slow, and then there was a point where it's like, okay, let's just go for it and see what happens. And that's the music we're releasing now.
I think it works.
Thank you.
Keep doing it.
I
Keep
think it
doing
is too. I really dig it.
I mean, the only other band that I know that plays this style of music is Sublime, and that's what everybody thinks of. Or 311. I think who was I talking to on Instagram when I said it sounds like 311? Was that you? Yeah. So like, and it does, like, especially your voice sounds like one of those guys. I don't know. Was it Doug Martinez, Nick Hexum? Is that the only two that sang in 311?
Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of the mix of course. The one with the high voice, not so much, but I think it's Nick Hexum that has lower voice.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
You kind of sound like him the way he sings.
I dig his voice a lot, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, and it works for that style of music. You know, I don't think you probably do it at, you know, rock, but I don't know how it would, you know, how it would sound. But you know, I think it works. And then the other band that I've heard of is Fubar, which you turned me on to last night. You know, that we listened to at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, those guys are definitely more reggae forward.
Yeah. They are, they are a little bit more than that. And I can they have a little bit of rock in some of their towards the end of some of their songs that I was listening to, but
yeah, that's the thing. Like I hear bands that are like similar in that regard, where it's like they've got rock stuff in it, but it's not like all of these bands that we've named sound so different, yet they're so similar in the regard that they all have like reggae and rock influence.
I think it's that main reggae style beat, you know, that and like the guitars with the upstroke, you know. Yeah. I think it's mainly that, because they do bring theirs, you know, the song will come back to that, you know, that I noticed with their stuff. But yeah, hopefully we'll get them on and I can pick their brain about it too. Yeah. How long have you known those guys, or you just know of them?
We kind of linked up and met them. They played at a local venue called Basement Transmissions.
That's where Alma was. Yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the basement at all.
No, our rehearsal space is in the basement of Basement Transmissions. Yeah,
right underneath the stage.
But yeah, they opened for a band we all are fans of called Tropodelic. That they're a band from Cleveland, but they're on the bill, so we checked them out and ended up really liking them. So we just kind of like chatted with them a bit after this set, and just kind of made a connection that way. But it's not anything like deeper than that or anything, but we just really dig their music, so it was like, oh, that could be a cool intro for
do they have like horns and everything in their band?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know it's on the record, but I didn't know if they had that all the time. You know,
you have 2 saxophonists.
Wow, that's a lot of people to take on a tour.
Really nice.
But
yeah, I think it's 6 people, I want to say.
Pretty good.
The whole team.
It's almost Slipknot.
No. Except 2 saxophone players instead of 2 drummers.
The triangle player too.
They have a triangle player?
Who knows?
Hey, it's better than cowbell, I guess.
Yep.
There's always that guy. You want me to go ahead and play the teaser, the newer song? Is this the next one that's going to be released?
Yeah. It's called New Sound. We're aiming to release it kind of middle May to late May next month. So everyone who's hearing it and tuning in right now, this is the first time anyone's hearing this.
Well, I've heard it a couple times.
And him.
Cool. All right. Here's 32 seconds of New Sound. Is that just a pedal you're using, like a wah pedal?
On what, the guitars?
On that wow stuff.
Oh, that's a delay on my voice.
Oh,
So
that's on your voice.
Yeah.
Ah, I'm gonna have to go back. Let's listen to
Like a
it.
pitch shifter on the
Great
delay
indication
and
of a
messing with
lot
the
of
feedback
this.
knob.
Let's
and
listen to it 10 seconds at a time. All 32 seconds. Break it down.
Great.
That's funny. Real quick, I was gonna kind of say what I got coming up. I got a milestone coming up. I haven't had a milestone since last July, which was my 1-year show, and that was pretty strange. But that I'll have another one again this July. It'll be the 2-year one. But you guys are episode 98. I don't know how to. It's like a weatherman, you know. Everything's backwards when you turn. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's gonna be rain tomorrow, and fronts going through, and all kinds of shit's gonna happen. You guys are episode shit. You guys
No
are
more
episode
snow,
98.
Right?
What is it?
No more snow, correct?
I
No more
can't guarantee
snow.
anything. Yeah, weather
You're
guys are.
wrong.
Our weather guys say, yeah, I think this is the last of it, and then like the next weekend, it's like a blizzard, you know. But but yeah, you guys are episode 98, and then I'll have episode 99 on Sunday with Chalk Hands, and then that's a horrible. I need a sound effect thing. I don't have it here, but anyway, like a drum roll thing. There, yeah. Then on 420, I have my 100th episode.
That is perfect.
It just happened to fall on that day. I did not plan that way. That just happened to do. So that's on a Wednesday with Aristotle Jones. He was on the show back when I first started out, and I did it on Facebook Live back in the day, back before I had a microphone or anything. And we did it over Zoom. He's just in Morgantown, but we did it over Zoom. And but he's gonna come down and join me here, and we're gonna have a time. He's gonna play, and I'm probably gonna play like an original or two. Me and Rob, and I think I don't know. Somebody might join us. You know, a previous guest might jump in. I don't know. I don't know anything at
A
all.
whole big event got going.
Well, kind of. Yeah,
Awesome.
and Tracy that was here. Gosh, what show did she do with me? She co-hosted with me. She's a friend from high school. She enjoyed herself so much co-hosting with me that she wanted to come back. You know, I told her come back anytime. Well, she's going to cook for us that night, so we get it catered. Yeah,
That is
you know?
awesome.
That
There's
counts as
nothing
catering.
like food, especially catered food.
Yeah, I mean it's not really catered, but you know she's gonna make it, so technically it is catering. I mean, I hope she's not expecting me to like pay her because I really don't.
She bills you at the end of the
don't have
night.
it. I don't know. I just don't have it. Yeah.
Just be like, I didn't sign any contracts.
Someone stole my wallet last night. That's what I can say.
Give her a piece of paper that says IOU on it.
Yeah, like here, thank you. Put it in an envelope, like really nice, and then she opens it up. That's what it is.
Put it on my
This is
tab.
just as good.
Yeah, yeah. This is just
One free favor.
What is that from Dumb and Dumber? He says it's just as good as money. What is,
Those
but
are
it's
just as good.
just as good. We were talking about that the other day, the Dumb and Dumber movie, when he says, "I fell off the jetway again," like he's done before. I don't know, stupid things. 4 a.m. conversations, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then
First ones.
after the big thing, I call it I'm gonna call it like the Hangover episode, even though it's not the next day, it's like the next week. On the 25th, it's the safety meeting from Buffalo. They're gonna be on and okay, this is how I'm gonna say it. Mike, Sean, I'll explain in a second. Is going to co-host with me. He's in a band called Old Neon that they were on the show previously. He's going to co-host that one with me.
Nice.
I guess there's 2 Mikes in the band, and his middle name's Sean, so they call him Sean. And then, like when he told me that in chat, and I put it on the thing on Instagram, he said actually it's Michael, and I was like, see, I don't know what to put, so we'll call him something on the show. I don't know. I haven't thought of it.
Mr.
That'd be
Mike
fun. But
Shaw.
yeah, it's the safety meeting out of Buffalo. I don't know how I got a hold of them either. I mean, well, it could be from
The bands find you.
that. I mean, I'm that big. No, it's. I think it's got to be from The Last Rain because they're from Buffalo,
Oh, I love those.
and The
guys,
Last
too.
Rain has ties to you guys because I saw them at the Amavasia's show. I mean, Zuckerberg's a smart man. He really is. I mean, he figures all this shit out for us. You know, we don't have to know.
They call him a lizard for a reason.
What is it?
Yeah, human.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, Last Rain, dude. We
know those
played
guys?
with them our first out of town show
Yeah.
back when we were Primal Scream Therapy.
Yeah, they're that was a fun. Yeah, the girl that was in the video I sent you, that's their new singer, their new lead singer.
Yeah, I haven't seen them with her yet.
We've seen them with a multitude of different singers over the years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
saw
they're
we
good.
saw them how many weeks ago? Maybe like
a few
2 or
months
3 months ago.
Yeah.
were-
Yeah, they didn't
were
even have-
doing-
they had
did
a-
a set
Jesse
with,
Isidore.
the
Well, they
singer
had-
of a band called Narwhal Bloodbath.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of them. Yeah, that's an awesome.
They're
name.
cool.
Yeah, Jesse Isidore.
the,
that guy, he's great.
At the Amavasi show, Shadow Corvus came up from Pittsburgh and played that show too. But Brandon and Cam sang with Last Rain. I was all confused. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, why are they in that band too? Where's this band? Because I didn't
They've
know.
got so many singers that they just
Yeah,
pull.
but I
in.
mean, it was still good. The music was awesome. But I guess but this the stuff we played on the show didn't have her in it because it was stuff that was recorded previously. But
Mhm.
I kind of put her on the spot. I asked her if how she liked them, like the guys, and they were all on the show too. So it kind of put her on the spot. It was funny. I like doing that to
This-
people.
This is getting me thinking. Have you heard of a band called The Impurity?
No, should I?
They're like a metal band, heavy metal band from Buffalo. They were also on the.
I'm
we
sure
met
they'll
them
find
at
me or
that
I'll
show,
find
too.
them at some point.
You should hit them up, man. I feel like they'd be a good fit for this show.
Yeah, anybody's a good fit
Yeah.
for this show, dude. I've had.
I'm
country
getting
on-
that vibe.
I've had country on the show. Actually, it was in this room back when I was on. It was like I looked it up the other day, and it was like show like 6 or 7. I mean, it was one of the very first ones, and there was a full country band in here, fiddle player and everything, and it was awesome. And that guy's actually he's doing a little mini tour in Florida right now, so he should
Damn.
be. I told him, I
place
said,
to
before
be.
you get
It's
big,
nice
come
down
back to
there.
the show. We got to have you back on. Shane Masters is his name. He's a really cool guy. But yeah, we had a full band in here. I mean, I was shooting video with my freaking iPad, which has the worst camera ever, and like sitting in a chair, like huddled down because I couldn't move anywhere. They were all moving,
Do they have a whole drum kit in there?
No, they didn't have drums, but they had the keyboard player. He had one of those big cord. It's massive.
89
He was,
key
like, in that corner.
thing.
Yeah, he was in that corner.
Church
We had the sound like mixer table right here, and then I was like on the edge of that, and then the fiddle player was like on a stool over there in front of the keyboard player, and then the chick singer, she just sang, she just stood there, and then Shane and his guitar was so there was no bass player or drums or anything, but I mean it was louder than hell and it was awesome and it was country,
That
but
sounds awesome.
I'm not really into country, but I mean that was the shit,
The fiddle player's on a stool in the corner. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, he's just fiddling along. I mean, it was nice. So
I need to go
That
back.
one's
and
on
watch
Facebook.
This episode.
yeah, that one's on Facebook, and it was weird because we had like I wasn't like in a permanent seat. They would play, and then we would just kind of move things like a theater, and then like put chairs down and do like a little interview, and then I mean I was confused it was my own show. I was like, what's going on? But I had a good buddy of mine. He was running sound, and he made him sound really good. So I mean, the sound on there is way different than if I would have done it. It was really good. But yeah, I've had a few people here. I've had people play just a one person play an acoustic and stuff. And I had a chick come over for the Halloween episode, and she dressed like David Bowie. That was badass.
She
Kristen
covered
Federer.
David Bowie.
She probably could have, but she played. I can't remember. I don't remember. That was 2 years ago, something like that. I'd have to go
Missed
back. And listen.
opportunity.
She might have. I don't know. I was too busy tripping over the tripod. That's the night I tripped over the camera tripod.
Oh, no.
I put it back up though. It was fine. Everything was
Your
fine.
studio fights back.
Well, no, it's just that I'm clumsy, and I don't know. But no, I've had bands in my living room. Well, two bands. Yeah, two bands. Have you guys ever heard of Reign of Z? They're from Pittsburgh.
What are they called?
Reign of Z. Reign of Z. They have a female lead singer. Anyway, they're metal, but they did an acoustic show about a month ago in my living room. That was cool.
Oh, that sounds
First time they'd ever done it, ever done acoustic, and I was like, I didn't know how it was gonna sound, but I mean, she was screaming there. It was cool. I didn't do the sound for that one either, but it sounds great. I'm not very good with technology things. That's why I don't want to pre-record anything because it'll look like crap by the time I'm get done with it. The best I can do is those little shorts, for the show and stick them on Instagram. That's the best I can do. A little 15-second.
I feel that.
Way easier like that. Anyway, do you guys want to play your other songs?
Yeah, sure.
Are you ready? Do you need to warm up or anything?
Nah.
You
Do
want me to
you
play
want
some-
us to do just one again?
No, go ahead and do both of them.
Alrighty.
I'll mute myself and give you the floor again. I might turn my camera off because on the stream it's just you guys. It doesn't show me at all. So, oops, excuse me. I just burped.
I've been doing that all night. Hopefully it hasn't gotten the camera or in the mic yet.
Gotten in the camera.
Hope not in the camera. That would be really bad. All right, so this one's called I and I, and this one I wrote over the near the end of the pandemic when I can't talk, when the restrictions were starting to be lifted and everything, and it felt like we had finally overcome such a big obstacle. So this song's just about being resilient to the obstacles life throws at you.
Push it forward.
Exactly. Well, we never were the type to work the 9 to 5, to be complacent with our lives and nothing more to strive for. Going round and round was becoming such a bore. I had to find a new way, had to open a new door. Then came in the revelation, the force of musical inspiration, filling me up with the livication to build foundation of new manifestation. Musical manifestation, oh gosh. Cause even when the sky is falling from above, I and I know we will always overcome to the highest of the highs, to the lowest of lows. I and I know we have the power to roll, flowing like the waters around every turn and bend, because there ain't no obstacle that could ever bring us to an end. There ain't no mountain, no, that we can overcome, long as we got each other when all is said and done. There ain't no mountain, no, that we can't climb. I said we'll make it to the top, rolling up and get high. All I know is this, I don't want to waste my time, cause no one makes it out alive. The years will pass you by in the blink of an eye. I said the time to live is now, so leave the past behind. Every second is a blessing, never guaranteed your next, so you better get to counting when you're ever feeling stressed. There's no time for doubt, don't let them say you can't. This life is yours to live, and it's the only one you get. So turn up the television, reconnect to inner wisdom, see it all through a higher vision, live a life of your creation. Cause even when the sky is falling from above, I and I know we will always overcome to the highest of the highs, through the lowest of lows. I and I know we have the power to roll. Yeah. That one was called I and I. You can be on the lookout for that one in a few months, probably more into the summertime. But we got one more. I also want to say this is technically our first performance as Higher Vibration, and this is also our first live streamed performance. So this is a pretty cool deal we got going here. corruption and destruction, fear and division, tools of Babylon construction. Politics with politics keep us in the dark, but in the dark we find the spark that plays the beating of our hearts. I know it's time for a change in the system that's designed to keep us angry and afraid, keeping us led astray day after day. So this is a call to any and all. Stop the hate, tear down the walls. The time has come for Babylon to fall. Oh, Babylon to fall. Rise above the lies and Babylon falls. Oh, Babylon falls. Rise above the lies and Babylon falls. Lies of separation based on skin pigmentation leads to the downfall of united civilization. Love is the only way to end all these frustrations when the children of the earth find a love beyond condition. So listen, all my people, open your eyes and see through the conclusions of the illusions that imprison you and me. We move as one, we breathe as one, pay attention and you'll see the light that connects you to your human family. Oh, Babylon falls, oh, opening our eyes and Babylon falls. Oh, Babylon falls, rise above the lies and Babylon falls. Oh, Babylon falls, liberate your mind and Babylon falls. Oh, Babylon falls, rise above the lies and Babylon falls. That one was called Fall of Babylon. I wrote that one back when like the riots were happening and shit.
That was awesome.
So that one kind of speaks for itself, I think.
I can't wait to hear those with all the stuff. You know.
Oh,
I mean,
dude, I'm
that
so
sounded good
excited to get
acoustic
that one
also, but I mean, you should keep doing things acoustic when when you have a chance to, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, sure, for sure.
Like, you know, doing an acoustic EP. Like that idea has always been toyed with the past 3 years or so. But yeah, we'll probably do it at some point.
What's the mouth keyboard thing called?
That's a melodica.
That's awesome.
It's like a harmonica, but like it sounds like a harmonica. Like it's the same concept where there's like reeds in it that make it vibrate and stuff, but it doesn't work unless you're like pressing it down on it like a keyboard and you got to blow into it at the same time. So it's like a wind mouth harmonica keyboard thing.
I believe you.
It's really common in roots reggae music. You hear it a lot.
Bree Marie says, "Woo, killing it, my dudes."
Hey, thanks, babe. That's my girlfriend.
Thanks, babe.
I meant to
Not allowed to say that.
You're good.
So what do you guys have? Are you gonna write an EP and release that, or are you gonna go ahead and just go full album?
Yeah, we've got an album written right now, and we're just gonna slowly release songs from it over time until it gets to till it's like almost fully released, and then once it's up down to the songs where it's like they don't make sense to release as singles, then just drop the whole album then
Yeah.
and there.
So
But
maybe, like,
make
around
people
August
make
or something.
make them wait. Like just do some songs, like release some songs, and then just don't do anything for like 3 months. Like don't drop anything.
Gotta play the algorithm.
Yeah, like
It's Zuck's world and we're just living in it.
I mean, there's
They like-
see, I've had a few people on that you know, that they release one a month. You know,
Mhm.
and sometimes that's too many, I think. But you know, that's you gotta. I mean, if you're not gonna, I don't know how anything works like that. But
When it comes down to that stuff, it really comes down to like marketing and learning how like or figuring out how like these platforms work and like how to get that stuff to like favor you and stuff. So and
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of it does come down to like just being active all the time and posting stuff.
Yeah.
And I know
guys-
at least with
Go ahead.
Spotify, you know, you gotta like there's like you can pitch to playlists once a month
sure.
to get on like people's like Discover weeklies and like that stuff, and like that's like huge in terms of like marketing. So that's why a lot of
Didn't you
bands do
guys-
stuff like
Didn't
that.
you just post? People always post their Spotify streams. I'm not on Spotify, but I mean I've been on there. But did you guys recently post your stream numbers? I can't remember if that was
Not
guys are
us, no.
okay. Not you guys. Okay.
Yeah, we
Like I
also
said,
like,
everybody.
just rebranded
I talked to
right around like January, February. So like our streams on our new Spotify,
Mhm.
0.
What?
Well, they're pretty decent right now. I'll
They
say.
picked up since we released a single, but
Yeah,
yeah.
we had to restart at base 0 when we get a new Spotify.
Yeah.
that's the
so-
thing
it's
about
still- is it still
rebranding.
under the other thing?
What's
So
that?
You still have your like your old Spotify? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, all,
Yeah.
all the stuff that we released under Human Delusion still
Ah, I
exists
see.
on Spotify, Apple Music, all that places.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we just
gonna have to look it up
make a
then.
new
Yeah,
one.
I like to listen to it
Yeah.
to see is there screaming in that band?
Yeah,
Who's scrammed? Who's
Uh,
scrammed?
his name's Tyler Minsky. He used to be the vocalist and rhythm guitarist for the
Did
band.
you fire him from this band?
It was more of like a mutual like
I'm just
he
kidding.
don't want to do it. It's
Yeah.
not working out type thing.
Yeah, that's tough. Because I'm, you know,
Yeah.
you still want to be. You want to be. I'm the type of person. I'm nice to everybody, so I don't want anybody to quit anything. You know that. You know,
Mhm.
but if it's not working out, you know, something's got to give. You know.
I've learned that you can't force creative endeavors because there's especially when it's like there's not pay or anything involved. It's
Right,
like it's
yeah,
all
yeah.
just passion, and
Who do
you
you think
can't
you
force
are?
that.
Who do you think you are? The band manager? You know. Or
Yeah, you just
the
can't force
podcast
that
manager.
stuff.
Rob used to. Rob left before the stream tonight, but Invisible Rob is what I call him when I'm on the show, because he'll come in here and when I had my desk and stuff in here, he would come in here and sit and just talk from back there. I mean, he couldn't hear anything that was going on because he didn't have headphones, but everybody could hear him because of this microphone picks up everything.
Yeah.
So you could hear him in the
It's
background
in the walls.
talking, you know, and he would just talk about things that we weren't even talking about, you know, but somehow it would come into the conversation, you know. It was the weirdest thing. So I just call him Invisible Rob because he doesn't like to be on the camera. So
Great.
here's the story. Everybody that watches the show, that they know this story already, but it's funny as hell. When I first started doing this, he wanted to jump on board and like co-host with me and to be the co-host, and I was cool with that too, because I didn't know what the hell I was going to be doing anyway, and you know what I was going to be talking about. So awesome. Well, the very first show he did, I had a girl come over and play acoustic and sing. It wasn't the David Bowie. It was a different one. But all he did, like we had, you know, we were in here and we had chairs, you know, and the camera and stuff, and you know, I'm talking, you know, interviewing her, you know, asking questions. He's sitting over there like smoking endless freaking cigarettes. Has got his bill down on his hat and just like this the whole time, and like every once in a while, I'm like, so afterwards I grilled him. I'm like, dude, that's not what a co-host does. I didn't write the book on co-hosting, but that's not what they do. I don't know, it was funny, so I fired him.
You do more than that.
I fired him. No, I didn't fire him. He realized that he wasn't good for that, and I was like, yeah, you think? But no, so he started on the sound and stuff behind the scenes and stuff, and that sucked. So I fired him from that too. And then no, he didn't. No, he actually got a job, and he couldn't commit. He couldn't commit. It's not. I'm not asking you to commit. I don't even commit to anything. But now he'll help me with stuff whenever I need him to, and he's a good buddy. But yeah, it's just funny. I tell every show I say I had to fire him because he sucks. He sucks at co-hosting, podcasting. But no, he's cool. But yeah, you guys didn't get to meet him. But you know, he
Invisible
co-hosted
Rob.
the last Finland band I had on. He co-hosted that with me, and it was kind of like Wilson from Home Improvement, you know, the fence guy. It was kind of like that because he was like let's see if I can do it. He was like this on the camera the entire time. It was like not even half of his face was, but you could see like his beard was like flowing over into the camera.
Me.
It's the
It was
non-existent jawline.
So he's invisible, Rob. He's not allowed to be on the camera. Well, all of him is not allowed to be on the camera. So he says, even though I made it up.
He's extra invisible right now.
He's just extra all the time. You know, just extra. Hey, I got
Just extra period.
got these stickers. My camera's up there now. I always want to do it right here, but I got a whole crap load of stickers made. These aren't round they've been round all the time. But these are the rounded corners. I did something round, so it's pretty much the new logo thing. But I got a bunch of these. I'll send them up to you guys if you want some.
Oh,
of them.
nice.
Yeah.
We can do a trade. We're about to get new stickers too.
I love stickers. Yeah, you'll go on one of the drum heads. One of them. That one's pretty much full. That one's gone. But
We'd be honored.
I found more in the closet last night. I was looking for a mic stand and I found more drum heads, old drum heads. And then I have coasters. See, I did it again. I have
Someone
coasters.
else who's made coaster merch.
So I will send you some merch.
We had coasters when we were Primal Scream Therapy, dude.
Yeah, coasters. I don't know.
Never seen anyone else who's made them.
There are
I don't know how I feel about them. There, I mean, stickers. It's all about stickers for me. Everybody's like, do pins or patches. I'm like, I don't. That's not for me.
What do you think is the best merch item?
Edible panties.
Stickers, damn it.
Edible
No,
pan-
the best merch is
That would
probably
sell.
T-shirts, but they're expensive. And I had two made with that logo on it. It's just that logo on a black shirt. It looks pretty cool, but it's they're expensive. I
That's
mean,
where my tax returns going this year.
yeah, I don't want to buy shirts in different sizes because there's always going to be that one small that nobody buys, or the medium that nobody buys. You know, it's like I'm going to have it forever. I'm never going
It's
to get.
always the smalls for us.
Yeah,
So many smalls. None of us can even wear them either.
yeah, it'd be like a halter top, you know.
Those are usually what's left over, smalls and mediums.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Large
always the
and extra
small.
large.
Not the mediums. Those
I mean,
are
like
immediately gone.
some shirts, depending on what they're made of. Some T-shirts I'll wear a medium just because I don't like things hanging off of me. You know, like
I don't like when it's too up.
I don't like extra.
Here. Too up.
Oh,
in my
you don't
arms.
like the tight where it shows the abs I don't have.
Yeah, where it grips your arm super tight. I can't.
I want to get
I
one of
hate
those
that.
one of those shirts that makes you look like you have muscles. You know, it's like a cartoon.
Nah, I don't have the bod for that. For those ones, to be flattering in them.
But no, stickers are the best for merch, I think, because they're cheap enough you can give them away if you have to. You know?
Yeah, it's easy to make promo stickers and stuff. And
Yeah.
everyone, you can throw a sticker on anything.
Oh, anything yeah, probably.
Some things are more practical than others, but pretty
Yeah,
much anything.
Yeah, this is one of those I don't want to say the brand because it's the same people that made the stickers that I got, but it's one of those things. It sticks to the wall, but you can peel it off and move it and stick it somewhere else.
That's
So-
dope.
You know, because I will get sick of this
Reusable.
general area. You know, and I want to move. That's just what I do. But I don't want to have to take this shit off the wall. You know, it's just stuff. But I'm just going to have to rearrange it. It's just a lot of work. I need somebody to do that for me. You know, hire
Interior
employees.
designer.
Just employees that do bitch work. You know what I mean? I need something like that. I don't know. I probably wouldn't pay anything, but
Personal assistants.
pack of cigarettes.
I think they're called.
So try
Yeah, if Rob would do it, I'd buy him cigarettes all day long, but he wouldn't do it for cigarettes. He'd buy his own and then just not do it. He's lazy.
Just to spite you.
He's supposed to meet me at the open mic tonight, so goddamn, he better be up there. Better be up there.
When's that at?
Huh? The open
When's
mic?
that at?
When?
Yeah.
Well, our spot, my spot, our spot, if he makes it, okay, is at midnight. So
Right.
I was going to do it at 10, but I forgot. I just blew my mind. I had a show tonight. I don't know.
It's probably-
I'm getting
You're
older.
in-
I'm getting older.
You're in
West Virginia.
Maryland, West Virginia,
West
right?
Virginia. Yes.
Wow,
I'm
they
glad
do
you didn't
late.
say Virginia. The last rain guys made that mistake, and I told them don't ever do that again.
Two different things.
What did he say?
You dodged the
He
bullet
said
there,
something
huh?
about Richmond. He said something about are you close to Richmond or something. He was getting ready to, and I was like, well, hold on. It's on the show. What you just skip
Before
through
you
it and find it.
blaspheme live on the show.
Oh, it was
Just-
because I mean, well, West Virginians hate when people do that because like it's a total other state. Like it doesn't have anything to do. Like it, they don't call theirs Eastern Virginia. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I'll stop. And how
No, basically, the time zone's not different then. They just do shit late down there, then.
what is it?
They do shit late down there.
Where?
West Virginia. You won't find an open mic night here that late.
It's the best Virginia, the best one.
West
No,
Best.
No, it's in Morgantown, so it's where WVU is. So everything's late. I mean, I don't think the bar's closed to like 2:30 or something like that. So
Oh, wow.
of course they have
Yeah,
a
every
mics. They have a mics until I think 1, but I think that's the latest I played. It was 12:30. I played the last spot one time.
Mm.
A guy traded me earlier or last night. He traded me, but then he ended up canceling anyway. So
Erie's like an old people town. Everything closes like at
the
midnight.
other one is kind of an older, 6:30 to 10 is a really early thing,
Hmm.
But it tends to work because they always have a crowd there on Thursdays. So, and they have good food and stuff. I'm not going to name the place because they haven't paid me either or won't give me a tab. So, that's how we do that.
Tab's not asking for much.
No, I mean you wouldn't think, all that money that they make off of whatever they make their money off of. So one guy could, I don't know. But no, I do. Every once in a while, I'll promote for the new venue that we have down here. I will say their name because, I care. But you guys should come down. They're called Music on Main, right down the road from me. Maybe be about 10, 15 minutes down the road from me. And it's a recording studio / stage, so everything's state of the art in state of the art lights.
What's it called again?
Music on Main. I'll send you the Instagram. They're up on
Oh,
Instagram.
thank you.
But the guy that owns it went to Full Sail and did all that stuff, and he's really good at sound. He's also in a band, so he knows how things should. But I mean the acoustics, and I mean it's kind of a smaller
trustworthy
place,
ear.
but the acoustics sound phenomenal in there. You wouldn't think that how good it sounds. I saw a band. I saw a concert there a couple weeks ago, and it was Mega Colossus from Raleigh, North Carolina, and they were freaking look them up, Mega Colossus. And it was everything that you would think Mega Colossus would be. I mean, it's Mega Colossus
Heavy.
and Iron
Sounds
Flame.
very heavy.
And Iron Flame and but think more of like heavy but like 80s style.
I would like that.
It was awesome. And Torrance from Morgantown played that show too. They're really good. It's the first time I've seen them. So yeah, Music on Main is what it's called. I think it's Music on Main 130 or something on Instagram.
Okay.
But I'll send it to you. I'll send it over to you. But yeah,
That sounds
he's always
awesome.
looking
We'd love
for
to come down.
people to come down and play. And I've seen a few
This artwork is gnarly.
things there. So let's see. Yeah, I really don't have anything coming up after the safety meeting scheduled. So let me know if that band that you told me earlier. See, I already forgot. Send me
Impurity.
their stuff or send
Yeah.
them my stuff or something. Or we'll just
Yeah,
wait until
I'll-
Instagram. We'll wait till Instagram connects us.
Yeah, we'll link you a few bands that we can think of that
Yeah,
we think
pretty
might be interested.
Yeah.
I'm interested in everybody. As long as they play music, it's fine. I tried. I thought about like branching out and like comedians, or artists. But I mean, I really wouldn't know what to do. Like, let somebody sit there and draw for 5 minutes. I mean, like Bob
The
Ross.
comedian thing could be pretty cool. You have like
I think comedian would
stand-up
work,
nights.
but I just don't know what I hasn't. Comedians don't really want to do it. I guess I don't know. I have to wait for
It's a
another
bit different
pandemic.
when there's not like an audience to bounce back off of.
Yeah.
You're
Well, I
fine,
could
I
heckle the
imagine.
crap out of them. I mean, I'll
I'd be so pressured.
slap
Just
him in
one
the
guy.
face. I mean, I'll do something. There is that.
Pot in the
I mean,
face.
because that's legal
Yeah.
now, I guess. So and then I was gonna do what? I was gonna interview like guys that are like label managers, you know, or guys that studio managers, things like that. But you know, what are they going to talk to me about? Circuits and knobs, you know, like.
Yeah,
But it could be cool.
If you got a nerdier type of audience, that's really cool. I know I'm interested in all
I could
that
drum
kind
up
of
the, I could
stuff.
probably drum up the nerd crowd, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I know like super into that stuff. Like,
Just
tell
to
me
get
about
on
all,
Twitch.
what knobs and faders you're pushing. I love that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be interesting just to talk label stuff, like, you know, like what do you look for in bands that you want to sign, things like. I mean, I think that would be cool. Who was it? Theoria Records. A couple of bands I've had on that were on Theoria Records, and I could have you know, emailed the guy, just never did it. You know,
Yeah, man, that'd be cool
he doesn't
because
have
it
time for me.
could help anyone who's in a band that's watching. Like,
Yeah, I
learn
think
some
it would. I
stuff,
think it
give them
would.
some guidance on what they want to do to
But
make
and
what
yeah,
they want
and
to do
the
real.
they're actually both of the guys that run Theoria. I think there's two of them. They're both in bands also, so that it might work together. You know, like that. I could just have the. I don't know. There's always something to think about, and I don't know. Well, thank you guys for joining me tonight. It's been
you for
lovely.
having us.
Thank
It's
you so
been
much for
lovely.
having us.
Thank you for entertaining us with your acoustics. I look forward to hearing it with the you know, the loud instruments,
The full studio thing.
full thing. Yeah. Do you guys do all that stuff at home, or do you actually go to a studio?
Yeah, I recorded all of us and I mix it here, and
You like doing
I
that better?
bounce. What's up?
You like doing that better than going to a studio setting?
This is I did our first album under the Human Delusion album, and that
Yeah.
was like kind of rushed. It wasn't like that professional at all. This time was my first time like going about it in like a more like, I'm going to learn how to do this and I'm going to do it as right as I possibly can with the budget I have.
Yeah, yeah.
And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about what I like, and I learned a lot of things that I don't like. So
yeah.
next time around, you know, there's a lot of stuff I'm not going to do, and I'm just going to have someone else do it. But I do like the recording aspect of things, and I do like the mixing aspect of things, and like producing and stuff. But editing,
I don't
hate.
understand those DAW programs. I really don't. It's just
I love
know
it.
what these little boxes are for, and when I record
get-
stuff,
it confuses
it's more than
the
one
hell out of
instrument, it's
me,
just all on one track because
personally.
I'm trying to. I understand BandLab. BandLab's easy, but I'm trying to understand GarageBand because everything I have is Apple, and it's not too bad. You know, once you start clicking around on things, but then you click around on something and it messes everything up that you just did, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Control Z is your best friend. The undo button.
Yeah. But then you can't find it, and then it's a story of my
You're
life.
fucked.
And Rob doesn't have
Yeah.
the patience to teach me, and I don't have the patience to sit and listen to him teach me. So but we're good friends. Let's see. So I guess my next show would be Sunday at 2 with Chalk Hands. They're awesome. I chose a different one than they picked for their 3 on Sunday. It's called "It Means to an End," but the album just came out. I can't remember fairly recently. I just saw on their Instagram today they're getting ready to release a live studio thing, like when because in some of their videos they're actually playing in the studio for the video, but this one they're actually playing. You know, it's like live recorded. I
Yeah,
don't know how that's different, but I guess it is. But
that's difficult. I'll
Yeah. So
say.
that- I'm kinda looking
Doing
forward to
live
that.
recordings rather than just regular track by track.
yeah.
Big
Yes,
respect for
definitely.
that.
Mad. What is it? Mad Love.
Mad love. Yeah, bro.
But thanks, guys, for coming
sure.
on. If you got like 5 minutes or something, I'll talk to you here in a little bit. But I'm gonna play Chalk Hands while I change the marquee that's been broken 800 times. That's why there's duct tape on it.
Gives it
One thing that's
character.
never been upgraded.
Gives
into-
it character.
It's fell off the wall. You know how many times. But I'm gonna change that and play Chalk Hands. Enjoy Chalk Hands here, and I guess we'll see everybody on Sunday at 2:00. It's early since they're in the UK. They're 6 hours ahead, so 2:00 I think Eastern time. So we'll see you then. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
Have a nice night, everyone.
Amazing,